Nobody wants to see this. Okay. All right. 35, 36, and 42. These are the ones that are missed the most. If you missed anything. Okay, 36. Allie, read me the directions, please. And everybody listen.
Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line that is perpendicular to the given line that passes through the given point.
Okay, stop right there. Perpendicular to the given line.
That's where I went wrong.
And passes through. And passes through the given point. All right, now Allie, for 36, what? Give me the what they the information they give you.
The equation?
Yep.
3x minus 4y equals 8, and then in parentheses, -6, 5.
All right, we good there? That makes sense. All right, we want to find the line perpendicular to this line that passes through that point. So a lot of you did the parallel because that was what the last set was. You guys got to take a little bit extra time, read those directions. Before I know this slope, I gotta get y by itself. So I got -4y equals -3x plus 8. Divide by -4, divide by -4. And that gives me y equals positive 3/4 x minus 2. And leave that as a 3/4. We talked about this multiple times. Don't make it a decimal. And nobody really is, but I just want to keep saying it. Now here's where you did make a mistake is you used the slope of 3/4. Sam, since we're perpendicular, which slope do I want to use?
You want to use the 3x?
All right, we are perpendicular to this line. The slope of that line is what?
3/4.
So what is the perpendicular slope? How do we do that?
Oh, would it be -4/3?
It'd be -4/3. So here's what you got to use. Josh, did you use 3/4?
No.
What'd you use?
3/4.
You used negative, so you just made it negative.
Yeah.
You got to flip it too. Okay, so for now you got to flip it and make it negative, and we use the point -6,5 in this equation y equals mx plus b. And so when I do that, y, because I got to find what the y-intercept is. I don't know what it is. 5 goes in for the y. M is -4/3. X is -6 plus b. And so what is -4/3 times -6? Okay, what do you got there, Colin? 8. So, yep, it's going to be +8. +8 plus b, and then subtract 8, and I get -3 equals b. So now in the end, you have to use that new slope. You have to use y equals -4/3 x minus 3. You have to use that b value. All right, Colin, did you get it? Good. Brett, did you get it?
What number is this?
36.
No, I didn't get it right.
What did you get?
I got y equals 3/4 x minus 9.5. So
All right, because you used the same slope. You didn't use the perpendicular slope. All right, so you kind of fell in that category. Connor, did you get it?
Yeah.
You got it right. Okay, who else got it right? So I got 2. 2? Christian did? All right. So that's his case. So make sure that you go through that and use that perpendicular slope. Same thing with 42. Okay, you got to get that slope and figure that out. Amanda, did you get 42 right?
I think so.
You think so? Did you get y equals 4x minus 11?
Yeah.
Then that would be a yes. Okay, that would be a yes. Good. All right, now here's, I think, your other answers. We went through some of them. Take a second, look through anything you missed, circle, and then I'll take a chance to look at that. All right, go ahead and get out a clean sheet of paper. There's no real guided notes today, but we are going to go over a couple of things. We are going to start the practice quiz here today. Good job, man. All right, now here's what I need you to do. Going to do a few warm-ups here. These are problems, like, don't just sit there and say, I don't know how to do it. Okay, don't be a Christian.
What did I do? I don't know.
But take a look at it and let's think through it. Let's have a little bit of backbone here. Try and figure some things out and think, all right, what do I need to do? Okay, show that A, B, C, D is a trapezoid. Hint, a trapezoid has exactly one pair of opposite sides that's parallel. All right, what do you think we need to do for this?
Parallel sides.
Okay, find the parallel side. And part of that, here's what I want to tell you to do. Find the slope of all four sides. Do that. So look at there. Now, let's see here. Find the slope. Now you can either count or you can use the ordered pairs, but I want you to find the slope of all four sides. What do you got for me here?
A to B.
What's that?
Like I found the slope for A to B.
All right, well I want you guys to do that on your own. And then we'll come back.
Like all of them?
Yep. Oh, that's why I said all four sides. So because we need practice at this. I want to know the slope of AB. I want to know the slope of BC. I want to know the slope of CD. And I want to know the slope of AD. There's four lines. And that will be part of that. And then part of it, me grading it is grading like, did you get all four slopes correct?
If you order them differently,
That's fine, because you'll still have all four. So then that's fine. Remember, your slope is a fraction. It is a fraction. Let's start there.
BC.
Get dates. Great dates.
He wants me to just communicate with them. Yeah, that's what it is. Like Wednesday or Saturday.
you get 0, 3 seconds, 4, 5, 6 seconds.
Mine's out of order. Mine's out of order.
It's terrible. It's not. I can promise you it's not. Mine's way worse. That's what I was saying. It's supposed to look like that. That doesn't work. Only good.
Remember, we never want to either.
I'm looking at C to P. Okay, see that furthest point, right, how far up do you have to go? How far up do you have to go?
What'd you guys?
So much.
Go from C to B.
Yeah.
If
So we might not go.
Why is that?
That's what Coach said.
I get corn, I have to
I don't know.
I don't want to think.
Yeah.
Look again.
This is like not even.
I have it whatever you're.
Yes.
Now, is that a
No,
negative?
it's a-
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
stuff that you have to
You, like, if, like, they're gonna do
Yeah,
attendance,
negative 3/2. That's what.
and they're gonna like.
All right, Ally, you don't
Back
remember?
up from here, if you don't answer within like 10
Okay.
seconds, I'm like 5 seconds.
All right, now, there's two ways to do this.
Pardon the interruption. At this time, we need 8th grade orchestra and MS paintball club. Please go to the main gym now for pictures. Please wear your mask over your nose and maintain social distancing. 8th grade orchestra and MS paintball club. Report to the main gym now for your picture. Thank you.
Christiana, this is the slope formula. So I know, I know we've at least touched it. Where she's going? Talking to nobody. All right, there's two ways to do this. If you got the graph, like you can try it up and over, but don't forget your slope formula. Okay, that will come up in certain areas. If I take a look at point B and point C, 4, 5, and 6, 2, y2 minus y1 would be 2 minus 5. 6 minus 4 is my x's, and so that gives me negative 3/2. So the slope of BC should be negative 3/2. Okay. Now, those of you who say, well, I just can count up and over, that's fine. If I go from here up 3/2, that's just the exact same thing, absolutely fine, but it's a negative line, so you gotta make sure you put a negative 3/2 on there. Christian, what is the slope of AB?
0.
It is 0. A flat line, a horizontal line, is always 0. It has a rise of 0, a run of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't leave it as 0/6, just 0. Slope of CD. Hanan, what do you got for that? 3/4, so I can go down 1, 2, 3, and I go over 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a positive slope. 3/4. So at this point, are any of those lines parallel? Are any of them perpendicular?
Wait, actually, might be parallel.
Well, the three slopes we found. The three slopes we found. No, they're not the same. Or anything opposite reciprocals? No. Josh, you got the slope of AD. You got the slope of this last segment here.
Yes, 3, 3, 2.
3/2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 down. It's 4 over. But you got to reduce. Okay, so you got to reduce that to 3/2. If you leave it at 6/4 and you say, I don't have any parallel lines because they're not the same, then you're going to miss that because you got to make sure that you match them up. So ABC is parallel to AD, so that means we have a trapezoid. Okay, you have one set of parallel lines, which is what it asks you to do. All right, and so that's it. Now you're going to get something like this. You're going to get something like this where you got to find the slope of those points or those lines. All right. I want you to write down the equation of two lines that are parallel. Any two lines. You make them up. I want you to write the equations of two lines that are perpendicular. You make them up and read this third one. What is the slope of a line that is perpendicular to a line that goes through the points 2, -5, and -3, 4? All right, so let's take a look. Let's attack this first one. Write down the equation of two lines that are parallel. Any two lines. And this problem is like either super simple or super hard. Let's go for super simple. All right, anybody, give me the equation. Hanan, what do you got?
I had y equals 2x minus 7, and then y equals 2x plus 4.
Is she right? Yeah. That's it. Christian, give me 2 lines.
Y equals 3x plus 1,
I had minus 1, so.
and y equals 3x minus 6.
Okay, you just need to make sure that the slope, which is the number in front of the x, is the same. And make sure that number we're adding subtract is different. That's it. That is it, Christian.
Raise your
Yeah, did you get that one right?
Yeah.
Then yes. Yes. So then there's a million different answers. No. We gotta start up an ante in here. If you don't use the bathroom, you gotta start getting some problems.
I like that.
Okay, doesn't matter. Those are all parallel. Okay, parallel sets. Okay, write down the equations of 2 lines that are perpendicular. Write down the equations of 2 lines that are perpendicular. Slightly harder, but it's the same concept. Okay, same concept.
Try something. Try something. Pretend it was a test, and you had to come up with an answer.
Yeah, no.
Write something down, and see if you're right or wrong.
All right, Allie, what you got for me?
Y equals 1/2 x plus 3,
Okay,
and y equals negative 2
No.
over 1 x minus 4.
-4. She's right. Okay, you gotta look at the slopes. One has to be positive, one has to be negative, one has to be the flip of the other. Now, she put -2 over 1, she really just could have said -2. But that's absolutely fine, I know what you're doing. I'll just go on the other one, for that one. Joe, what do you got?
I put y equals 3/4 plus 4.
Hold on. Y equals, make sure you say 3/4 x. If you had it, that's good. And then what else?
Y equals 4/3 x minus 5.
You got one thing you're missing. That has to be -4/3.
Oh, I had that down.
Or the top one could have been there.
Or yeah, one of them has to be negative, one has to be positive. Brett, what do you got?
But look, hey, Joe, you didn't know it at first. You didn't want to try it at first, but you did, okay? And you got like 98% of it correct, and life still goes on, okay? So it's okay to be wrong, all right? That's why we're here. Help you get right. Life's gonna go on. We mess up every once in a while, okay? It's gonna be okay. All right?
Zane, what do you got, Zane?
I had. I didn't have anything because I got confused.
All right, so now give me 2 lines that are perpendicular. You've seen 2 examples that work.
I had y equals
I have an answer.
5/7 plus
X.
x plus 2.
Okay? And it won't be perpendicular to that.
-7/5 x minus 7.
Okay, that's all you need. That's all you need. All right, see what you come up with for this one. Again, pretend it's a test. Don't leave it blank. Do the absolute best you can. Number 3, what is the slope of a line that is perpendicular to a line that goes through the points 2, -5, and -3, 4?
On the slope. Y, no, M.
Well, you got it.
Y2 minus Y1. over x two minus what x. I mean x plus two, right?
Something that I couldn't remember.
Yeah, not on the absolute.
Yeah.
Can you send those? Is this right? I know.
Good.
Is this right?
I don't know, we'll find out. What you got? I'll tell you. You don't even need the F.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, you have to find the
So
slope
it's just-
of-
Read the question again, you're not 100% right.
I literally know.
Alright, we're gonna
Did we just find both the opposite?
Alright, let's start here, let's see what answers we got. Josh, what answer you got?
I got 9.
You got what?
I got 9, 5, -5.
9, like this?
-5. Yeah.
Okay, that's like 9, you can say 9/5 or -9/5. Now we don't wanna put the negative, if the whole thing's negative, just say -9/5. Don't say 9 over -5. Okay, not good terminology there. Alright, Grant, how about you? What do you got?
I got that.
You got that? Okay, Zane? Connor?
I'm still working on it, I was confused about which was, confusing.
Evan?
I have no idea.
No idea?
I'm carrying the squadron.
Austin? Nothing?
I
You guys gotta learn. Joe?
I beat the game.
What you got? -9/5. Sam? Man.
They're lying.
Alex?
It's on my.
Did anybody get anything different?
I got -9/5.
I did, I got something for you.
Me too.
How?
Alright,
Just circle the word, Mr. Dula. Just circle the word.
Perpendicular.
Yeah, I wrote that. I said 5 over, or I said -5/5, 5/9. I meant.
You just didn't say that.
I did say, I said -5 over 9.
alright,
It's 5 and 9.
What's that? No, write down that slope line.
That's what I wrote down.
Alright, hey, shh, listen up. Alright, you gotta make sure you read it and, I don't know, I think I don't know if you're rushing through it, if you're not processing. But let's find the slope between those two lines. It is 4 minus -5, and it is -3 minus 2. And 4 minus -5 is 9. Okay, over -5. That is a slope, but that is the wrong answer for the problem. Okay?
You gotta find it perpendicular, so you gotta flip it and make it positive.
So what's the answer to number 3? 5/9. So our answer is.
That's what I got.
That's what you told me. Okay. So you gotta read through it. Okay, and I don't know, you just see the word slope and you see those 2 points and you find, and yeah, that's right. -9/5 is the slope of those 2 points. But when you read that problem, we need the slope of the line that is perpendicular to those. We gotta kick it up a notch.
On a test or quiz, you might have a good question that's worded, what is the slope of the line that goes through points 2, -5, and -3, 4? Where the perpendicular information's not given to you, but because we just want slope. Otherwise, it's gonna say perpendicular, or it might say parallel. If it said parallel, our answer would have been -9/5.
Alright, so just little things that you all know. I don't know if you don't read it, but so that's why we're here. Alright, now take a look. You can probably just take a look here. Without graphing, tell whether each pair of lines is parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So let's just look at 18. X equals 2 and y equals -5. Parallel? perpendicular? Neither. Christian?
None.
Okay, 0 for 1.
Sorry.
Joe? Perpendicular. X equals 2.
What?
X equals 2 is a vertical line. This is the one case where if you just have a variable equals a constant, it's going to be one of two cases. It's either going to be a vertical line, and y equals -5 is a horizontal line. So those are going to be perpendicular, a parallel or a vertical and a horizontal. So there's no, it's like that doesn't even say y equals -5x. That's a totally different case. Now, number 19. This is in slope-intercept form. If you have a problem, remember y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 is point slope form. If you have something that looks like this, you don't necessarily need to get y by itself, because in this form, what is our slope? It is the number that is, go ahead. It's that 7. You can go through the steps and get y by itself, but you don't have to. So this has a slope of 7. What's the slope of the other one, Colin?
7.
So what can you tell me about those lines? Parallel, perpendicular, or neither?
Parallel.
Parallel. They both have the same slope. So those are parallel. Okay. All right. This number here, 20. Y equals 2x minus 1. Y equals 1/2 x plus 2. All right, good one here. Amanda, what is the slope of that first one? 2. What is the slope of the second one?
1/2.
All right, all right, stop, process before you answer. Josh?
Neither.
Good. Neither. Because for them to be perpendicular, one of them would have to be negative. To be parallel, they have to be the same. So neither. So that can exist. Not all lines are perpendicular parallel. Now 21 is in that special form, that point slope form. Really, when it's in this form, I can just say slope is 1/4, slope is 1/4, both have the same slope. They are parallel. They are parallel. All right. We're going to give you the practice test. You're not going to do the whole thing. You're going to do 1 through 9 on a separate sheet. Okay, because you need to have a little bit of room. I'm going to hand this to you. There she is.
All those people in the back. All those two people.
Awesome. There you go.
This is one of them. Yeah, I like that. Like a big one.
Perfect, thank you.
We got it.
A lot less. Yeah. Well, again, like 7th graders. Camera on the computer.
And that's, you can do that now.
And then, yeah. And they're able to do it. It doesn't look great, but it's better than nothing.
So we have been able to do that online.
Yeah.
We do make it happen.
We never really talked about what we're gonna do in this class. If you want.
I haven't talked about it in any.
I had him show me.
It's so fun at first game. It's like
Practice.
4,
Coach Casey's got something.
Yeah, I know.
He's killing it.
The one Four times three. Negative 4. Oh, okay. 4 plus 3. 4 times 3 is 12.
So he does it in the and he just like takes a picture, he slips like the pay-per-view. And that, yeah, the tape. Yeah. Right. Multiple pictures. But it always is that.
I'll help you in a minute for one.
Joe, we're gonna get a little bit now.
Would you have learned how to do any of those though?
We missed you.
Basically, like what they're now.
Right, the equation.
What's the
Write that down.
Start with the first one you missed. And then you got those videos on there. Did you even look at any of those?
Yes, I did.
Everything else.
Get out of here.
No.
Get out of here. We're gonna go slide. I'm not gonna. What are you talking about? The whole basketball team.
I know. I feel like I read that was
Bro, I'm so good at it, but I'm not because everybody else has 4,000.
I have a bet.
They're like
Guaranteed.
Yo,
I have a. They're gonna say I got card. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It's like 11,900 shiny cards.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's